If you thought you knew everything about the secrets of Fatima, prepare to be shocked. Pope Francis recently made a revelation that left the entire world speechless. He described the third secret of Fatima as something terrible. But what is so terrible about this secret? And why is this revelation coming out now? Imagine discovering that there is a hidden message, revealed only to a few chosen ones, that could change the course of human history. The third secret of Fatima, long kept hidden, contains disturbing prophecies that, according to Pope Francis, should make us deeply reflect on our way of living and the direction we are taking as a society. To better understand the importance of this revelation, we need to go back to 1917, when 3 shepherd children, Lucia, Francisco, and Jacinta, claimed to have received 3 secrets from the Virgin Mary. The first 2 secrets were revealed to the world in 1941, but the third was kept hidden until 2000, when Pope John Paul II decided to make it public. However, many believers and scholars have always suspected that not everything was revealed. And now, Pope Francis seems to confirm these suspicions, adding another layer of mystery and concern. The question we must ask ourselves is, why now? Perhaps the recent global crises, climate change, wars, and pandemics are signs that the prophecies contained in the third secret are beginning to come true? Pope Francis invites us to deeply reflect on these issues, emphasizing the importance of returning to faith and prayer. But what does this terrible third secret really mean? Theories abound. Some believe it contains prophecies of unprecedented natural disasters. Others speak of a devastating global conflict. Still, others think it might refer to a deep spiritual crisis, threatening to distance humanity from faith and moral values. Regardless of what the truth is, the central message of Pope Francis is clear: we must prepare ourselves. Prepare spiritually, morally, and socially for a world that could be very different from the one we know. And this preparation begins with personal reflection and prayer. I would like to hear your thoughts on this revelation. What do you think of the third secret of Fatima? Do you believe we are living in the prophesied times? Write Amen in the comments if you too believe in the need to unite in prayer and reflection. As we reflect on these questions, it is important not to forget the fundamental teaching of the Gospel: to love our neighbor as ourselves. In times of crisis and uncertainty, solidarity and mutual love become even more crucial. Pope Francis constantly reminds us of the importance of caring for the last, the poor, and the marginalized. This is a call we must not ignore. Pope Francis's words resonate as a warning. He invites us to look within ourselves and change our behaviors before it is too late. The prophecies of Fatima should not be seen as an inevitable destiny, but as a warning to act, to improve ourselves and our society. Throughout history, mystical revelations and prophecies have always had a profound impact on people, especially when they come from authoritative figures like the Pope. The recent declaration of Pope Francis on the third secret of Fatima is not just a revelation, but an invitation to deep introspection and collective reflection on how we can improve our world. Many wonder if this new emphasis on the third secret can be interpreted as a sign of imminent changes or global crises. After all, we live in an era where challenges seem to multiply: climate changes, pandemics, geopolitical tensions. However, Pope Francis reminds us that, despite these difficulties, faith and hope must remain steadfast. The story of Fatima is a powerful reminder of conversion and penance. In 1917, the Virgin Mary appeared to 3 shepherd children, bringing messages of warning and hope. These messages included visions of hell, the need to consecrate Russia to her Immaculate Heart, and a third secret that was only partially revealed in 2000. Pope Francis, with his recent statements, seems to suggest that there is still much to understand and reflect on these prophecies. The terrible third secret, as described by Pope Francis, urges us to greater responsibility and awareness. This could include a range of actions, from adopting a more sustainable lifestyle to promoting peace and social justice. Faith, in this context, is not just a private matter, but a force that can guide us toward positive change. In a world often dominated by frenzy and superficiality, Pope Francis's words invite us to stop and reflect. We are called to rediscover the value of prayer and meditation, essential tools for finding peace and clarity in turbulent times. In such uncertain times, it is essential to unite in prayer and seek divine guidance. I would like to invite you all to recite this prayer together. O Lord, Supreme Guide of the universe, illuminate our path with your wisdom. Grant us peace in our hearts and the strength to face the challenges of our time. Protect our families and our communities, and help us live according to your will. Amen. This prayer is not just an act of devotion but a call to unity and reflection. Pope Francis urges us not to take Fatima's revelations lightly but to consider them as a divine warning to correct our course. Thank you for watching and sharing your thoughts and prayers with us. Remember, faith is not just a personal matter but a force that unites us as humanity. Let us continue to pray, reflect, and act together for a better future. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel for further updates and discussions. May God bless you and guide you always. Amen. Throughout history, mystical revelations and prophecies have always had a profound impact on people, especially when they come from authoritative figures like the Pope. The recent declaration of Pope Francis on the third secret of Fatima is not just a revelation but an invitation to deep introspection and collective reflection on how we can improve our world. Many wonder if this new emphasis on the third secret can be interpreted as a sign of imminent changes or global crises. After all, we live in an era where challenges seem to multiply. Climate changes, pandemics, geopolitical tensions. However, Pope Francis reminds us that, despite these difficulties, faith and hope must remain steadfast.